How good are you at math? Wait, don't scroll away. Don't go. No, I don't want to freak you out. How good are you at math? Not scientific math, not robotic math, just regular, pragmatic, basic math. Now, you may think that when you subtract something, it becomes lesser. And maybe that happened to you when things walked away, when people walked away, things didn't work out. You might say, well, now what am I supposed to do? I'm less because of who left me. Ooh, wait, I am less because of who left me? I started looking at prime numbers. And aren't you in your prime? These prime numbers don't need other people to become whole. By yourself, you may be stronger than the people that walked away. You may be better off because you didn't have that job. You may be stronger because you weren't with that person. You may be better off because it didn't work out the way you thought it should, or they told you it didn't work out, or they promised you this. You may be stronger by yourself in your prime. Now, what about addition? If you're good at addition, you say, well, yeah, you add something and it becomes greater. Is that the truth always? I bet you could have some McDonald's French fries and you add some sugar to it. There are some things, some ingredients that when you add them to something else, it will destroy the recipe. And you are busy trying to add every single ingredient. Well, I got to add a little bit of this, and I got to add a little bit of that. And you are ruining the recipe of your destiny. Wow, you missed that. You might be ruining the recipe of your destiny because you are trying to add ingredients that have no value, that have no place in who you were created to be. Wow. I don't even know if you can receive that. You might have to rewatch this video to receive that, but I'll move on. Just because you add something doesn't make it better. And just because things have walked away, because people have subtracted themselves from your life, doesn't make it lesser. Just because you have fewer friends doesn't make you have, oh, wow. In this time of your life, how good are you at math? And if you're in your prime, you may realize that you're stronger than you realized. You are trying to pick up the pieces of your life. Somebody knocked your pieces down, knocked your Legos down. You remember when you were younger? You built it up, and then somebody would come and knock the Legos down. What did you do? Sometimes you cried for a little bit. Sometimes you complained. But ultimately, most of you got back to building those Legos up. And I'm telling you, maybe this is a time for rebuilding your life. When you rebuild something, usually you do not have the thing you first created. What do you have? Something better, something different. And when life gives you problems, don't you solve for the difference? Subtraction? You are stronger because of what left. You are better because of those things you did not need. The people that walk away from you are not a part of your final chapters. Wow, you're not even, I don't know if you're ready for that either. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall, and all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty Dumpty back together again. When I tell this story in my class, my students have already heard it, most of them already, and we talk about why was Humpty Dumpty even on that wall? I said, I don't know. And sometimes we are in places, sometimes we are in relationships. Oh, wow. Sometimes we are in mess, entanglements. Ooh, we are just in something. And why are you there? Why are you there? Why are you there? Why are you there? Some people have been in jobs for years. Why are you there, Humpty? And then you had a fall, a great fall. He went to all the king's horses and all the king's men, and they could not put Humpty Dumpty back together again. I asked my students, what's going on here? And they're trying to figure it out. I said, you went to the horses and you went to the king's men. You did not go to the king. And many of us are trying to put our life together, but you're going to the wrong person. You're asking your single friend about your relationships. You're asking people that have never, you're asking the wrong people. If Humpty Dumpty could have just had one person the right people in his life, you have no business on that wall, Humpty. You have no business on that wall. Or if you were supposed to be on that wall, you would have brought me with you. Humpty Dumpty couldn't have gotten to that wall by himself, but he chose to leave people out. Now, either or however you look at it, if he had the right people in his life, he wouldn't have been falling. And if he fell, somebody would have been there to catch him. You may have had the wrong people in your life. Rebuild today. Start better, start stronger. It starts with you. You are in your prime.